Who do we have here? So many people, over 15. Welcome, welcome. Nice to see you all guys here. Boys, girls, ladies, gentlemen, kids, parents, grandparents, grand uncles, and other things, other people. Welcome everyone. Nice to have you all here. This is a pleasure to cast BSL 2 versus 2 Pro League Season 1 for all of you ladies and the gentlemen. I will allow myself to put on my headphones. Fantastic, I hear StarCraft, you shouldn't hear it. So I will give you some exciting music, energetic music, and I will post on Discord that we are starting. One more second. Oh, hello, my beautiful wife. So this is my lady, mother, wife, and perfect woman, already in the chat. 4 check marks. Oh, Mr. Vig is here, the guy who already donated yesterday, donated $100 and PM'd me that if we will be missing something from the goal, he will feed it, so we'll have the second season probably. So give him a warm welcome. We don't have too many people to give him a warm welcome yet, but I will shout it out on Twitch as well later. So let me just post everything on Discord and we will start in like 2 minutes. 2 minutes, guys. You should stay here and listen everything which I'm not saying. And the boss, yes, I am boss, and I'm wearing my Hugo Boss, pants. No, majty, jak są majty po niemiecku? Majciory. I'm wearing my Walter Whites. Okay, I just posted it on Discord. Let me post it on Twitter as well. Okay. So I think we are already posted. That means that we should be ready to start the fantastic matches. Let me show you what we have prepared for you today. So first, we're gonna have Banana and Jiraya playing against Madinio and Marvin. I'm very hyped for this match. Then we'll have Dark and Omniman playing against TT1 and Kenzie. I'm also hyped for this match. Then we will have losers match. So it will be Mr. Strudel and Torito playing against loser of Banana Jiraya versus Madinio Marvin. And then we will have SCV Force and Octoberzerk playing against loser of Dark Omniman versus TT1 Kenzie. And this is, guys, how the bracket looks like. As you can see, it's first we're gonna have Banana, Jiraya, Madinio, Marvin in winner bracket. That means that winner of this match will face Ziki and Bone in the next day, which is tomorrow 8 p.m. And then Dark Omniman and TT1 Kenzie will play against Zergboy and Andy. So I think that's nice. Those are nice matches to come. And without further ado, let's put my ass together, put my pants together, or however you call this sentence, put my shit together, I believe. I shouldn't say that bad words as Olivka is listening. And let's get to the first match. Oh wait, I don't know if Prepare for Battle is loaded, because I made some... Yes, it's not. Transitions, and this is it. Okay guys, so without further ado, let's get to the first match between Jiraya Banana and Madinio Marvin on Key Series. So let's jump into this match right now. So spawning on the top left of the map, playing as a purple Terran player, we are having Mr. Madinio and his team partner. Spawning on the bottom half of the map, left half of the map, bottom left. This is Super Ghostu Terran player as well. This is Mr. Madinio. This is Mr. Marvin, excuse me. So Mr. Marvin and Mr. Madinio are both very, very experienced players. Whenever I was playing against Mr. Marvin 1 versus 1, he crushed me. So he's a good Terran in 1 versus 1 as well. But their opponents are Mr. Banana as a brown Protoss in the bottom right location, Super Ghostu Protoss, Super Ghostu experienced 2 versus 2 player, and Super Ghostu player spawning on the 12 o'clock position, Mr. Jiraya, who was casting and who gave us some amazing expertise about 2 versus 2. So this is a very exciting match, especially that we have Zek and Protoss against Terran and Terran, so we don't see that too often, right? That's not very often to see two Terrans facing each other. Without further ado, hello Mr. Crayfield, hello Mr. Gigji. So Marvin is starting with the wall in, the same thing goes for Madinio. It looks like Madinio is going for the tech. Which team is random picking? So I think Marvin is playing Terran, Madinio is playing random, Jiraya is playing random, and Banana is playing Protoss. Oh, Banana is playing random as well, right? Okay. Hello, Mr. Vic. Super Ghostu donator to the prize pool. Welcome, welcome. You can see bracket here, guys, if you missed it. So that's very, very interesting. And according to the bracket, Marvin and Madinio are playing Terran, both Terrans. So that's very sneaky. Oh, and this is a very interesting position of the hatchery from Mr. Jiraya. Wow. It might mean that he will go for free hatch, yeah, and he's going for the free hatch probably because SCV was there, so he didn't want to do it. So free hatch from Jiraya and Guntech from Banana. Marvin is playing Marines and Medics, and Marines so far, and Madinio is playing Factory First. So free hatch, very interesting to be honest. Very interesting to see Zerg and Protoss against two Terrans, guys. You don't see that too often. Especially that if I would normally see two Terrans, I would think that Zerg and Protoss have advantage because two races can always use their races' advantages against both races better. But Madinio and Marvin, those are very, very strong players. But on the other hand, Jiraya and Banana, those are super, super strong players as well. So I'm hyped for it. We can see Banana going for relatively quick robotics facility. It's even faster than the range for the goons. And Madinio going for the starport and drop. So normally I like this matchup even more because we can see that Protoss is playing like he would play PvT, normal PvT. Madinio is playing like he's playing TVP, but Jiraya is playing TVZ. Marvin is playing TVZ, and Jiraya is playing Free Hatch Hydra, which I wonder why. Probably to counter the vultures and the early aggression from the Terrans with those Hydras, and to have a mobile army. And we have a raid. So this goon will help a lot to deal with it. That's very, very nice. Very nice awareness from Banana and Jiraya team. Mr. Marvin is going for 2 Raxes, and he decided to go for the factory instead of 3rd Rax because Madinio scanned the main base of Banana, and he's seen that this is a river. He wrote that to him, and he's like, okay, so I'm going into the tanks fast. The raid killed 1 Overlord. There will be probably a drop from Mr. Madinio. Mr. Banana very tight with the defense. 24 probes, 23 SCVs, and 22 from the Terrans. So everyone is keeping their peons alive. We can see that Mr. Jiraya even is droning up like crazy. Like judging on the fact that usually Zergs don't have opportunity to drone up that heavily in this matchup. And we can see third sunken. So those Marines and Medics are enforcing the defense, and look at the timing of the river. That's very nice to defend the Marines and Medics. StarCraft Magic, welcome. Super Gosu, BSL supporter and Polish organizer. This is a raid from Mr. Madinio saving, trying to patrol this area. Oh, we have a drop from Mr. Madinio, sorry for missing that. Nice pressure, but it looks like Jiraya was able to save most of the drones. This goon is helping a lot, but he's dealing damage very, very slowly, so we can see that Madinio is focus firing the drones, and he's lowering the number of drones in the main base. Very, very aggressive play from his side. Ooh, nice mine as well, almost killing more drones, damaging a lot of them, but that was a pretty tight hold. Like Jiraya lost like 5 drones, but it's not the end of the world. Madinio constantly producing STVs, going for the second fact and the command center. The scans in 2 rivers, so he is aware that Marines and Medic will have a hard time dealing with this army. So that was very, very nice choice from Mr. Marvin to go for the tanks, because otherwise his Marine and Medic army would be very vulnerable to good micro of the river. Mr. Jiraya going for the lair, 20 drones already. So Banana will be the one with the fastest expansion. He's transferring a bunch of probes, but actually I think this is a good number. Again, additional drop. Target firing, I think, 2 drones. So, but that was a nice hold, very nice hold. But the pressure is is constant, and this will be very powerful army to deal with, because Marines will protect tanks and tanks will protect Marines from the rivers. So it will have to be very well coordinated defense from Zerg and Protoss team in order to break this army from Terrans. Even raids are patrolling here to snipe the shuttle. You can see that Jiraya is feeling the pressure. He's adding the additional Sankens. Banana is struggling to leave his base, but he's afraid of the Vulture counterattack. At the same time, Madinio is going for the counterattack in the main base, but there are some units here. So nicely done, nice split of the Hydras from Jiraya. So he will be able to hold it relatively well. At the same time, he's adding additional Sankens, and Marvin is applying more and more pressure with Marines and Medics. The shuttle is very vulnerable. Banana is not paying attention. Only one river survived. That was a little bit lucky for him. At the same time, Jiraya is trying to target fire the tanks, but one of the tanks survives. So, but with this Protoss army, it should be good enough. That's probably, yeah, that's nice target fire, but very nice defense from both players. Madinio is trying to apply some pressure with the raids. He already killed 2 with 1 raid and 2 with, so 4 kills on 2 raids, and both of the Terrans will have expansion right now. So we will have 2 versus 2 with 8 bases. So Terrans have a ultimate scouting, which is a scan. The raids are applying more and more pressure from Mr. Madinio. Both teams have over 500 APM combined, so that's very nice strategy. I think that Jiraya didn't go for the mutas because then the irradiates would be too valuable. However, in this situation, Madinio seems to be pretty open for the muta harassment. I mean, his army composition is basically tanks and vultures, but he's scanning all the time to see what's going on. Banana is getting ready to expand again, but this vulture is not allowing him to do it. I think this was the second deny in a row. Okay, we can see Banana moving from this base, but Terrans have this comfort of being able to play very defensively without that big of a problem. Marvin with the huge bio army and 5 tanks, and Madinio with 8 tanks, right? 9 tanks even. This is pretty powerful army from the Protoss, but there is only 1 river, so once they will go into the range of those tanks, it will be very hard to fight against it. Banana is securing the 3rd base, Hive from Jiraya, and he is getting ready for the drop. Guys, that will be very nice strategy. Ooh, but perfect scan from Madinio, seeing the drop, seeing the incoming drop from Jiraya. He will be more than ready for it. They could even combine it with the rivers, but Jiraya very aware, okay, so he's ready for it. He prefers to lose 2 overlords full of Hydras instead of losing all of them, so I think this was a very good decision from our American Zerg player. Mr. Marvin is slowly going forward, trying to gain as much space as he can, but we can see that Protoss is already having all the tech he needs. He's having High Templars and Rivers. Marvin is taking the mid base. My beautiful wife is showing you guys that you can use points which you are earning through watching, and through these points I can be promoted to the front page of Trovo. So if you only can, you can use it. It's like those points on Twitch. This is the same thing, but you can use them over here to cast those spells as Karoja. Okay, we have 7 gateways. Second fact incoming. So Terrans are playing very, very defensively at the moment, but we can see a powerful attack from the banana. Marvin is microing like crazy, target firing most of the zealots. And it looks like this Terran army is very, very efficient. He will lose this fight eventually, but I think the trade wasn't that bad for him. However, he's pretty open right now, but he will have a high ground to defend, so I don't think Banana will want to go forward with this army. Oh, very nice spot. He found a vulnerable spot. There are no tanks over here, so he's forcing the pull from the SCVs. He might be even able to target fire the command center. The Marines are trying to save it, and I think this is a good call from Marvin. It's better to lose like 5 or 7 Marines instead of losing the command center, even though that the cost is similar. The command center might give you the additional income. I think that's a little bit too greedy from Banana for now, but we can see Madinio taking the third base already, and Marvin, once he will be able to get out of his base, he will be able to saturate those 2 bases, so that's very good. Let's look at Mr. Jiraya, because he's going for the queens, guys, and the filer, so that's incredible play from him. We are seeing Banana taking the 4th base, so... Ooh, he found this base. Very nicely done by Banana. Thank you, Zasagi. But Madinio army seems to be very, very scary. Because, like, imagine 200, 200 Terran, like 200, 200, 400, 400 Terran. This is... It doesn't matter whether it's, like, so many times, actually, from Mr. Marvin as well. So Mr. Madinio and Mr. Marvin have such a powerful army. However, the tech advantage might be in favor of the Zerg and Protoss, because there are rivers, there are storms, there will be Defiler, there will be Broodlink, so many options to try to fight against this powerful army. And we can see that Banana is trying to get Mr. Marvin. However, there are a lot of tanks, so I don't know if this is such a good idea. Nice EMP, but there will be no second great EMP from Marvin, so no storms available, and Banana fortunately was able to leave the base, leave the attack, like finish the attack before the key units died, so he only traded zealots, so that's not that big of a deal because he's on 4 bases, so his income is pretty incredible. However, look at the Madinio supply, it's 145, but Jiraya and Banana are both 100, and Jiraya tech is incredible. His upgrades are 2-0, Madinio have 1-0 upgrades, and he's going for 2-1, and it will be done soon. So he's slowly going forward. We can see that he's mining the help road, if the Protoss would want to help him. Nice save of both High Templars, or maybe one High Templar, but it will be killed by the tanks relatively quickly. Jiraya is macroing nicely. He's going into the 5 hatch. He's also ready in the main base in case of the drop. Nice trade from Jiraya. We can see queens over here. So they need to be ready because they know that Marvin have EMP. Killing 1. Queen is always great. And he will eliminate 3 more tanks. Definitely nicely done. However, now those queens will need some additional time to find a full value. At the same time, Banana wants to go for the Arbiter. However, it will be some additional time until he will be available to do anything. So Terrans has split the map into the half, which should give them some advantage because Terran usually is a race which is benefiting from the equal amount of bases against their opponents. Nice tank drop from Madinio. Look at that. Those tanks will save those tanks, and those tanks will kill those those drones. There were more units incoming, but it should be enough for Jiraya to defend it. Nice target fire from Madinio. At the same time, Banana is attacking over here. There will be some high tempers. He's using shuttle. Do not allow Marvin to use EMPs, but so nicely done. Definitely nice attack. Nice storms from Banana. But Madinio is pressuring Jiraya. However, Jiraya is holding strongly. Very nice defense, and Madinio is not relieving the pressure. He target fired the tank, so now the Hydras should be able to deal with the Vultures and Goliaths. However, that was a pretty significant value because nice EMP and nice dodge from Jiraya as well. And we can see Banana is now getting ready to attack Madinio, I think. Thank you, Mr. GG. Thank you, Mr. Octoberzerk. We might be able to see very nice storm from Banana again, zoning up Marvin from Madinio. Madinio is holding strong over here, however those queens will have energy soon, and actually they have energy now, and this vessel is almost out of energy. Almost not having energy for the EMP, but huge attack from Banana, attacking Marvin over here. He might be even able to bust him at the same time. Jiraya is attacking Marvin over here under the swarm. If the Zulukers will borrow, he will gain very favorable position thanks to it, so that's very nice game. I can't even talk that quickly. Very nice attack from Banana. He might be even able to eliminate Mr. Marvin. He's repairing as good as he can over here. This storm was incredible over here. And poor Mr. Marvin, he was fighting as good as he can with the Marines and Medic against Protoss, but to be honest, you don't want this army composition against Protoss, so that's not very easy. Nice queen again from Mr. Jiraya, but now we have 250 supply against 150 Terran. Madinio wants to be aggressive. He wants to deal as much damage as is possible to Jiraya before Banana reinforcements will come. He will eliminate this base and a lot of probes in it. We can see, actually it's 5 probes only for now. And Madinio is maining on 3 bases. He will be mined out with the natural soon, so he definitely needs additional income if he wants to stay in this game. What is working on his favor are his upgrades. It's 3-1, so those units are melting very quickly. At the same time, drop with the Vultures to the main base, but there are not too many drones over here. However, he is also splitting the attention of Mr. Jiraya. At the same time, we already have Arbiter from Banana, and we might have pretty big attack over here, and it looks like it will be very hard for Madinio to break it because the Protoss army is powerful, the Zerg army is very technologically advanced, and we can see that beautiful EMP from Madinio. However, nice stasis on this vessel to eliminate it from the battle, and those queens will have energy soon. So Madinio is holding strong as good as he can. However, he can't fight against 2 armies, and we have a GG 1-0 for Jiraya and Banana. Nicely done, guys. Let me prepare the second game for you of this amazing series, and after the preparations, we will jump into it. Banana and Jiraya, they are both from USA. So Banana and Jiraya are from USA, Madinio is from Norway, and Marvin is from Ukraine, but I think he's living in Norway. Thank you, Mr. I Love Store, for the host. Hey guys, I am ready to jump to the second game. The map choice is for Madinio and Marvin, and they decided to go for Python, which is a map which wasn't seen too much in this tournament. I think we mostly seen different maps. We mostly seen Vermeer, Fighting Spirit, and Allegro, I think. So very nice to see Python right now. So let's get to the second game between those super Gosu powerful teams. So spawning on the 12 o'clock position, this is Mr. Marvin. On 2 o'clock position, this is Mr. Madinio. 6 o'clock position, this is Mr. Jiraya. And on 8 o'clock position, this is Mr. Banana. So this time Madinio is having Protoss. Let's see how good of a Protoss he is. So we have Terran and Protoss against Zerg and Protoss. So again, very interesting matchup distribution. So if you're playing random, choosing a Python is a questionable choice, because then the Zerg can scout you relatively quickly. However, there are like this, and this position is very good for Terran to wall in, so maybe that's also the option. Like maybe there are things which I'm not thinking about right now. So Jiraya is going for the 12 hatch, and he probably wanted to go for the expansion, but he will go for the 12 hatch on the cliff, or probably even here. Like, I wonder whether he's playing when he's playing against Terran and Protoss, if he will still want to go for the 3 hatch. Because if you are building your 3rd hatch here, you are basically closing yourself for the option of playing on 3 hatch. Ooh, very nice supply block from Mr. Marvin, such a genius play, and he's even, like, let's say, do we bury it? He's building it a little bit longer. Now let's see if there will be a cancel. Nice cancel timing, so he definitely... he played the Protoss move on Protoss. This is almost honorable, right? So we have a 12 hatch and gas steal from Madinio. Only one gate, because he also spent money on this gas. Marvin is going for Marines and Medic. Usually against Zerg and Protoss, Terran have option to go for Marines and Medics or Goliaths. That depends on the player and probably their preferences of the teams. You can see that Madinio is not allowing Jiraya. Look at the amount of money, it's 500 money. Jiraya barely wanted to take this expansion, but he will not be able to do it right now, and he decides that he prefers to eliminate this gas first instead of eliminating this pylon. Marvin sent small cannon over here with the shotgun, let's call it this way. And 2 gate goons from Banana. With the range this time, instead of going for the fast robo and fast reverse. That's very defensive, but however, I'm not an expert in 2 versus 2, so maybe this is what you should be afraid of when you are playing Protoss. So that's why Mr. Madinio added even a cannon. And he's going for +1. And that will be actually pretty smart because he knows that that Jiraya tech is pretty late. So he will be forced to go for either Hydras or Mass Links. Or very late Mutas. So this +1 weapon will work very well against both Protoss and Zerg. Banana now applying some pressure, the range will be done soon, so should be able to out-micro those Marines if he will only have vision. We can see Hydra then from Jiraya, he's droning up. He's very behind because of this pylon and gas still. And they scan that this is a Dark Templar from Banana. This overload is giving vision, very nicely done. The speed is not done yet because of this gas still, but this is very nice abuse from the American team. And it looks like they will want to go for it. I think the goons will be able... Oh, but then you can't lose the overloads! Oh, this overload was crucial to give vision, so that's actually very important overload to pick from the cannons. And we will see probably shuttle from Madinio, so maybe he will want to go for the... Oh, it's going to be Observer against the Templars. Excuse me. At the same time, Jiraya is already pumping the Hydras. And expansion from Banana. So I like the Templar tech because it is good against... The High Templars are good against Protoss and like great against Zerg. Marvin will have significant army of bio. But this turret timing is amazing. Very nice scan timing, losing only 2 Marines in the process. However, he can leave the base without having an observer. That's why Madinio is going for it. And we will have Dark Templar from the team Norway-Ukraine. Nice drone number. This is a minimal saturation you need to have a optimal production. At least 1 drone per mineral patch. And you can see Marvin now leaving the base because there is observer over here. And Madinio will want to catch those goons with the quick lots with +1. So that's pretty powerful move from the blue team. Those zealots will probably trap the goons. So very nicely done. Jiraya is coming here to save him. The Dark Templars are here, but the Observer is here as well. And Zealot plus Marines and Medic. This is such a huge power of attack. Without High Templars, this is so hard to defend. We can see 4 Sunkens already from Mr. Jiraya, but Mr. Banana already have High Templars. Does he have Storm? He doesn't have Storm. Oh, okay, they decided not to go for it, wow. I think they would break it easily. However, they didn't want to risk it with the High Templar. There might have been Storm. Factory and expansion from Marvin. They scouted it. So Jiraya Link provided some informations. Oh, they are going for the Zerg. Yeah, that would be pretty hard to win. +1 weapon is in production, layer on the way. Madinio will take the island base because he had a robotics. This is at first what I thought after seeing robotics, that he will want to take this base. And we will have Dark Templar drop to Banana base. Let's see if they will be able to see that. This overload should provide some vision. Yeah, that's very nice reaction time. Oh, let's watch it this way. That's the first thing you learn when you play Zerg in 2 versus 2, that you should give Overlord to your team partner. But it's very easy to forget about it, so very nice that Mr. Jiraya was aware about it and he had it on point. This is a huge bio army and it will be very hard to deal with it without having Lurkers or High Templar or River. Any like splash damage unit is great. And even more Sankens from Mr. Jiraya. So, because this is a very powerful army for Zerg Protoss, and they don't know about the base from Madinio, so they think that Protoss is playing only on one base. So that's why I think they are afraid of the Bast. We can see Lurkers and Speed Overlords is in production. You can see that Mr. Marvin is the one who is deciding whether they are aware of breaking something or not. We know that Marvin is extremely experienced player, Super Gosu Terran. Hello, Mr. Masoka. Hello. Hello, Mr. El Avatar. That's one weapon for the Hydras is done. 1-1 should be done soon. At least if it will be started immediately. There will be 4 storms. Ooh, beautiful snipe. But very nice save as well from Banana. B is for Bacardi. This is a zip of Bacardi. Now it's like, let's back off and take a zip of Bacardi and then we'll be ready. And G is glass is empty. Let's go. You can see the drop being researched by Mr. Jiraya. You can see how experienced those players are. The games are very interesting, and we can see that full scale of the possibilities of the 2 versus 2 over here. Mr. Seriosity will join the cast tomorrow, so we will have some expert for 2v2 for our tomorrow matches. This is the fake shuttle. Double forge even. +1 lurkers means that they are killing marines with two shots, 2 spines, even with +1 armor. Those 3 tanks from Marvin are powerful, and those High Templars. Imagine combination. You don't need to imagine it, just look. Combination High Templars and tanks. Incredible. DT in the main base, but very nice reaction from Jiraya, not allowing. So Madinio took the Dark Templar from Banana's base. And this the team creates a lot of chaos. And let's see, the very nice storms from Madinio zoning up the Protoss army. But I'm pretty sure that he will be happy to see the storm, like the red team is happy to see the storms being used on the Protoss army, because they don't want to have the storm being used on the Zerg army. Oh, at the same time we have a beautiful drop from Mr. Marvin. He started firing the Nexus. It will be close. He eliminated, I think, a lot of probes because there is only 33 left. Lurker drop from Jiraya, I really like it. There is no defense in the island, but I think he will want to go for either natural or the main base. I don't think he even expects the main base being the island base being taken. Madinio with double forge as well, but this is such a powerful army, guys. The drop didn't do anything. Oh my god, but Jiraya has to be careful. Oh my god, look at his supplies. It's dropped heavily because all those overlords were heavily loaded. But the storms are magnificent from Banana. But now it's time for the storms from Madinio. Beautiful storms from both sides, but it looks like blue team has significant advantage. Madinio with 150 supply, he has more supply than both opponents combined. So very nicely done. I think this island base helped him so much. We can see Madinio with almost 400 APM as a Protoss. This is mini APM. Mini, not small, mini the Korean guy, I mean. 2-1 upgrades, very nice upgrades from Jiraya. 1-1 upgrades on Madinio, 2-1 upgrades on Marvin, and 2-1 upgrades on Banana, so every player respects the upgrades. Jiraya has to be careful because those storms might be very bad for him. Very good for Madinio, but those are very nice dodges. However, the storms from the other sides are magnificent from Madinio, so he weakened the army of both players. However, Banana and Jiraya are holding strong. They are taking the island base and mineral only, so they soon will have a similar amount of bases as Terran and Protoss. Looks like Madinio will catch this army from Jiraya, but not before he will lose a couple of zealots. Maybe Jiraya and Banana. Oh, he wanted to snipe the High Templar, nicely done. He sniped 2 High Templars, so that's definitely nice damage. However, Madinio now is on 3 assimilators, so he will be able to rebuild it. We can see that he has 1,000 gas, and now they are trying to chase the army. Nice turns on the High Templars, but also nice turns from Banana at the same time. Very nice EMP from Marvin. We will see the High Templar drop soon from Madinio. It's coming right now. There is a huge amount of drones over here. That was a great pull. He saved most of it, but there is still potential to deal damage in the main base. I don't see a Spire here. And Madinio is just trolling him. He's just going for the island, so definitely nice done. At the same time, Marvin is crushing the Protoss army without High Templars, so this Marvin army is so powerful. Incredibly powerful. So that's incredible that Madinio is able to deal so much damage with the Protoss, to play so well as a Protoss when he's actually a Terran player. You can see that Jiraya was able to save this base, but this shuttle still has 2 High Templars, so he has to be careful. No energy on this one. But yes, energy on this one. And look at this blue army. It looks stronger even in minimap. But there are already defilers, which is a key unit to defend it, I think. For Jiraya. Very beautiful EMP. Look how much damage Marvin was able to deal to this Protoss army. And look, the Zealots are tanking the damage, the Marines are dealing the damage. However, the Storms from Banana are also magnificent. The Plague from Jiraya is great as well, but the tanks are dealing too much damage, I think. And the blue army is just too strong. GG. And we have 1-1 score. Whew. Those were good games. Oh, and we had some donation, which I missed. Did I miss it? Oh, I missed it because I'm casting and I don't see that on this screen. But let me just load it and replay it right now to thank to the guy who donated to the amazing goal. It made it 10%. We reached 10% of the goal. Mr. Crayfield, let's play it one more time. Mr. Crayfield tipped $18.07.
Let's go, Madinio and Marvin. Hoping for a comeback.
Let's go, Madinio and Marvin, hoping for a comeback. And yesterday, Mr. Vig donated $100 as well, so very nice support from the community. I'm very happy that you guys also appreciate 2 versus 2 because this is a great great fun, huge fun as well. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I believe I should thank to Mr. Foxhan right now, who is our amazing admin of this tournament. He is taking care of and he's in charge of taking care of the players, and he's taking care of everything regarding that. So huge thanks to him and huge thanks to Trovo for sponsoring this event, for adding $1,000 to the prize pool, and thanks to them we were able to organize the first season and see if you guys are interested in this event. So let's go for the third match. It's going to be the Banana and Jiraya map pick, and it's going to be actually key series again. So let's get to the third game of the series. Yeah, you can't play on the same map twice. Mr. Marvin is asking a good question. However, if okay, if everyone agrees about it, I don't see a problem. However, it shouldn't be the case. So let's introduce the players. We have Mr. Jiraya being on the 12 o'clock position, and his team partner Mr. Banana being on the 5 o'clock position. And their opponents, we have Mr. Madinio as a Z player. This time we are being on a 6 o'clock position, and Mr. Marvin being on the 11 o'clock position. So we have Zerg and Protoss against Zerg and Terra. So now I'm looking at this decks. Madinio going for the Overlord, and Jiraya is going for the Overlord as well. Winner of this match, winner of this game, will play in the semi-finals of winner bracket against Ziki and Bonnie tomorrow. It's going to be tomorrow 8 p.m. So Madinio going for some kind of a overpull. Jiraya is going for the similar overpull? Or is it a late 12? No, I don't know actually, but it seems too early for 12 pull in my opinion. But maybe I'm wrong. This is 8 drones. So this is actually the 12 pull with extra drone, and we had a 12 pull with extra drone as well from Madinio, so really very similar opening.
Rayfield tipped $15. Is this BSL 2v2 or the Keys Mania tournament?
This is Keys Mania, Mr. Rayfield. Thank you for the additional donation. This is we will do Keys Mania soon. Okay, Zerg and Protoss This is a team which badly wants to have a cannons, and this is a. I'm playing mostly Zerg and Terran team, and usually as a Zerg and Terran, as a Zerg, my main job is to defend against Protoss and Zerg aggression at the beginning, and then we are regaining the control in the map when Terran has Marines and Medics out. So now Protoss and Zerg team badly wants to close the Zerg in order to force the second Sunken on drone drill or the Marines to come over here and save him from having a not favorable trade over here. At the same time, Protoss wants to add cannons either on the cliff or in the natural, but that's very good scout from Marvin that he's but this is very aggressive from Mr. Banana, and I think Madinio is having a great trade over here. Yeah, incredibly well traded. At the same time, we are seeing the cannons over here, but that's already one thing that Madinio was able to did better than I do, which is being able to kill first 3 zealots relatively for free. However, those cannons will be there on time, but also the Protoss needs to be careful because Protoss don't have too much defense, and we need to remember that Protosses, even though that everyone thinks so, Protosses don't have unlimited resources, so they need to decide whether they go for the zealots or for the second cannon, whether they are building 3 cannons in the Zerg or 2 cannons or 2 cannons in each base. Like, this is a hard decision, and they need to make it. We can see that Madinio, very nice micro from Banana, but Madinio is surrounding those zealots, and you can see that Marvin is leaving the base with a couple of Marines. With the additional links, they will be able to apply some pressure on the Zerg. There are no zealots here to block it because Banana spent all the time on the cannons. There will be only 3 cannons and a couple of links. I wonder whether the Terran and Zerg team will decide to go for it. He will have to target fire the cannons very quickly if he will want to do it, but the mutas are there already, so I don't think it will work for them now. So that's a nice strategy from Zerg and Protoss. At the same time, they are forcing spores from Madinio and some turrets from Marvin. +1 is on the way from our Terran player. What? Oh my gosh, mutas in my base! What happened? And maybe because Jiraya was able to take expansion. Mr. Jiraya and Banana won the series 2-1. Yeah, I also think that there had to be some significant reason why Mr. Marvin left the game. To be honest, I think that something must have happened in the real life, and there are, like, it's hard to imagine, and there are not too many things important as StarCraft, but there are a couple of things in the world which might be a little bit more important than StarCraft. Okay, guys, to be honest, we was trolling you. Mr. Marvin was disconnected from this game, so we will play it one more time. Ooh, such a troll zero. Okay. So beautiful song for you guys. Especially for you guys. So let's get to the third game for the second time. This is Madinio and Marvin against Banana and Jiraya. Okay, we can see Marvin on the top left location, Jiraya on the 12 o'clock position, Banana on the 8 o'clock position, 5 o'clock position, and Madinio on the 6 o'clock position. And isn't it the game which we already watched? I hope not. Because we have the similar positions, but I think Madinio was on the top left and Marvin was in the 6 o'clock position. So it seems fine. And I think the conversation is different than in the first game. So sorry for the inconveniences, guys. Thank you, Mr. Tellaway. Yeah, this is Kiseris Mania, as you can see, guys. So I need to say that very good manner for from Banana and Jiraya that they agreed to replay after Marvin was disconnected. So huge props for these guys because they could have already advanced, because they could say that we already had the advantage, we already had the expansion, but they decided to go for the replay very good manner. I always respect that behavior, so huge thanks to those guys. And yeah, this is what is worthy more than the victory. To be good manner and to be able to live with yourself as a good human being. So we can see that Jiraya wants to hide the drone in order to not allow the SCV to block the hatchery, but we can see that Marvin is aware of that. Will Jiraya be quick enough to place the hatchery? He did. He was on point. Very nice timing. Mr. October Zerg, so it's usually not allowed to play on 2 times on the same map, but any of the players didn't dispute and all of them agreed to play on Kiseris, so and this was played on it, so unfortunately we have to go with the Kiseris Mania today. So we have 2 Terrans. I wonder whether Banana and Jiraya prefers to play against 2 Terrans or against Zerg and Protoss. Okay, so this is probably the Hedgali's Den. It was supposed to be probably the Hedgali's Den, or maybe I'm wrong. We can see that again Marvin is going for Bio, and Madinio is going for the Tech. This time Banana decides to go for the Gun range first, instead of going for Robo first. I think because he knew that he's on the side with the Madinio and Madinio will go tech, so probably that's the difference which caused him to change the strategy, because he knew maybe they played a lot and maybe he knew that Madinio will be the one who will go for tech, and Marvin the one who will go for the bio. And let's see if this barracks will be cancelled again. Thank you, Mr. Oktoberzerk. So let's see if there will be a scan on Protoss base to see whether it's river or not. But we can see 3 Raxes. Guys, you can support the goal of this tournament if you want to see the second season over here. So the goal is not as big as on BSL Pro League, so it's definitely possible to reach it. So be my guest. We will be happy to organize the casts for this event. I'm very happy. I'm sure that Mr. Foxhan is very happy about it as well, if we will do it. Our fantastic organizer from France. But we have a bunch of people over there, a lot of people from ShieldBattery, Mr. TT1, Mr. Kenzie as well. So many Super Ghost players. But let's focus on the game, because now we can see Marvin moving out. There are only 2 Sankens from Jiraya, however... Oh, those goons are badly trapped right now. Oh! Oh! Oh my god. Now the troops of the dinosaur. I was joking, this is a dragon from House of Dragons. -4 dragons. This is a Targaryen dragon being on the Kiseris. Powerful attack on the Protoss side of the map, but there will be a river to save maybe those props. We can see that Marines are struggling to get into the range of this river very, very quickly. He's building the Skyraps as quickly as he can, killing as many Marines as he can. 1 more Skyraps to be happy. Actually, that wasn't enough probably. We can see that Jiraya is trying to target fire the Marines, but the medics are doing an incredible job. However, with the Goon support, he should be able to do it, but the amount of props that Banana left is definitely magnificently, importantly huge. Like, it will be very, very hard for him to play such a good macro game after losing so many props. However, he has 2 Nexuses, so it's not the end of the world. So Madinio showing his huge APM and huge skill with the Vulture tactics. Now Marvin will be able to snipe the Overlord, so this game looks definitely better than the last game on Kiseris Mania for the blue team. We can see the medics surrounding the map. They are making a magic triangle. At the same time, Madinio applying some pressure over here. Player on the way. Look at that, those medics are actually gaining value of taking the army from the middle of the map. So that's definitely worth it to do it. Let's look at the Mr. Jiraya. He has 28 drones, the most peons in entire map. And let's see if they will be able to save Banana. This river is very, very important in order to defend this base. Now Jiraya will badly want to save his team partner, but there are 3 mines over here, very, very nice mines from Madinio. He is lacking shuttle over here. 2 more tanks incoming from Mr. Madinio with the support of Bio from Mr. Marvin. Overlord is struggling to show the mines. However, Mr. Banana was able to reproduce the probes relatively quickly, so he was getting back to this game. He was the one with the fastest expansion. So this is very, very nice crisis management from both players, from both teams. No fire, I believe that means in Swedish. And now we will have the help from Mr. Jiraya. He might be able to eliminate those tanks. That's actually very, very important now. Marvin will want to defend it. Probably with the high ground advantage. Oh, but that was a little bit miscommunication within those teams. But very nice mine snipe. And Jiraya will be able to save his team partner. Beautifully done. Both teams. This Marine is an Imba guy. This was a Artosis Marine. And Queen's Nest from Jiraya, but we can see that Marvin already has expansion. Madinio already has expansion. Jiraya also has expansion with the healthy, very healthy saturation. And Banana was able to rebuild the probes and he has a reverse, so there is still hope, but this game looks definitely worse than the first game on Key Series we've seen. We can see that Madinio is taking the third base even. He's macroing only on 3 factories so far, but he's building very expensive, very powerful units, which is a siege tank. And we might see a drop again from Mr. Jiraya. You can see that Marvin is building a turrets in order to intercept some overlords before they will be able to unload. Again, this Vulture is not allowing the probe to take the base. But we can see both teams have incredible experience in 2 versus 2. You can see the skill is actually, I don't know the word, but exploding out of their caps of skill. Marvin with the good decision to not unload the drop over here. Mr. Madinio had to say goodnight to his wonderful daughter and wife. Ooh, that's powerful mine again. Mr. Madinio is showing the pure skill, but this will be powerful drop to Marvin base. And beside the turrets, he doesn't have too many units in the main base. So this will be very, very powerful move. But this Marine might have spotted it. But actually he didn't have high ground vision probably. Let's see how Banana operates. He was able to take the base already, so he is slowly getting back to this game. Queen's Nest. Oh, the hive is on the way right now. Where is the drop going? Oh, he's not going to Marvin. Is he going to Madinio? Ooh, but it's much worse to drop with the Lurkers, the Protoss, the Terran who is going for the mech. Maybe he's going... I don't know. Maybe they want to surprise him? One army. 0-0 from Madinio, but very nice, like clearing the path for the overlords from Jiraya, but you can see that they scanned the drop, so Madinio will be ready. He will be even more than ready for this drop because the mines are already there. Magnificent defense, magnificent defense. It will be definitely much better for Jiraya to go for the Marvin. But maybe he thought that it's like if he will not do anything to Madinio, it would be too hard to win because Madinio is already on 3 bases. And they are pushing the Protoss because Banana is the guy who... Oh, nice drop from Marvin at the same time, but Banana is the guy who cutted out Marvin at the previous game, so now they applied a lot of pressure on him. In a previous game, they applied a lot of pressure on Jiraya with the drops, so that's... The Marines and Medics are pretty powerful. Look at this micro from Marvin. Loading and unloading the Marines and killing a lot of probes thanks to the drop. And being annoying at the same time, they are gaining the areas in the map, the high ground areas. Nice defense, nice sniper on the dark dropship. But the amount of tank is just too huge. Nice micro from the river, but those tanks have such a huge value. Only the swarm with the lurkers on behind it, under the swarm, can save it. And 2 Terrans power. Very nice Scarab, but it wasn't enough. Ooh, even defensive matrix from Mr. Madinio. Incredible game. GG, and we are having actually Mr. Marvin and Mr. Madinio advancing to the next round of this series. So very interesting. And let me see if I can update the scores for you guys. I will play you some good music. So, tomorrow we will have Ziki, Bonnie versus Madinio Marvin, best of 5. But it means that Mr. Banana and Mr. Jiraya will face Mr. Strudel and Mr. El Torito, and it's going to be now. Going to be right now. Let's see what our super strong, I would say. I would definitely say, some might say that I'm biased, but it seems that Banana and Jiraya seems like extremely strong team. So let's see what they prepared for us on Fighting Spirit, because this will be the first map. So let me just prepare it for you guys, and we will be ready in 30 seconds. So as you can see, the map will be Fighting Spirit, the first map of this series for the loser bracket. The winner of this will go and play against Babo and Jiren, and loser of this will be eliminated from BSL, unfortunately. BSL 2 vs 2 ProLeague Season 1, played on ShieldBattery. So if you guys want Season 2, you can type !goal, but let's get into this game between Jiraya and Banana and Strudel and El Torito. So, spawning on the top right of Fighting Spirit we have Strudel, and spawning on the bottom right of Fighting Spirit we have El Torito, Zerg and Protoss team. On the opposite side we have Banana on the bottom left side of the map, and Jiraya on the top left side. So very strong players. on the left side of the map. Let's see how strong Strudel and El Torito are. I think Strudel is a Terran player originally, and to be honest, what I learned in this tournament. What is wrong? Oh, okay. What I learned in this tournament is that sometimes my mouse is, when I'm using the scrolls, my mouse is going over there. I don't know how, but I think I will be able to live with it. And we will restart the StarCraft soon. Mr. Yu! Mr. Yu tipped $10. Thank you, Mr. Yu, and all the Spanish viewers of BSL Pro League. BSL 2 versus 2 Pro League. Okay, so Banana is going for double gateway. Jiraya is going for the 12 pull with extra drone. Strudel is going for the 12 pull, but with the hatchery before the gas. So we can see the timing of the hatchery right now is the difference, and the speed time, or layer timing. So this is Zerg Protoss and Zerg Protoss, so I assume this can be played similarly, but when there is a Zerg, there is always an option that Zerg will try to go for the faster mutas, and that means that he is applying some kind of a clock on their opponent, that their opponent either have to kill one of them, or they have to play a little bit more defensively in terms of attack. Nice micro from Mr. Jiraya to not lose those links. You can see Strudel moving out. So the fact that Jiraya is going for the tech will mean that the purple Zerg, which is Strudel, will have more links to come. That's why Banana is building a forge and cannons in his base. However, I don't know if he will be able to build those cannons. But this Sunken will be in good position to drill the drones. But they are going for it. We can see that they are target firing the drones, but it looks like enough defense for Jiraya, but it will be actually very hard. However, there are some saving units from Banana. Very nice defense from Jiraya, and it looks like this aggression was held. At the same time, Jiraya was able to apply pressure in the main base of Strudel. Strudel is struggling. Anti-muta cannon from El Torito. That's never good when you have to build a cannon against one hatch mutas. On the other hand, cannon is always good to have also against Dark Templars. Okay, so the cannon timing is actually almost perfect. But it looks like Strudel and El Torito will apply even more pressure. But there is a Sunken over here. Let's see how many drones will fall. Nice pull from Jiraya and beautiful defense from Jiraya and Banana team. But the pressure was real. The pressure was really at the same time. Banana was able to apply pressure on Strudel. So Strudel pulls, Strudel don't have a break. He is trying to apply as much pressure as possible, but he doesn't have a break from the Jiraya and Banana team. At the same time, he badly needs those spores over here. The Stargate will be done soon, but the Stargate won't help them against Protoss, and you can see how powerful Mr. Banana is with the Protoss in the first game between Marvin and Madinio and them. And it looks like they will be able to eliminate Strudel, and they are giving up, so this is 1-0 lead for Jiraya and Banana. Let me just restart the StarCraft, guys, because it seems like it's going crazy. That's a good music, right? That's a good music, right? Zero from the past, say something. Shave yourself, man, shave yourself. Look at that. How is he thinking? I bet this is the most handsome caster duo ever. Okay, I'm giving the show back to Zero from the past. You know what happened, guys? Actually, it turned out that Paint took over the control over my control of my keyboard. So my keyboard, I wasn't able to move the screen in the map in the Paint, and I wasn't thinking that Paint can do it. So that's the reason why I did that. Look at that, Karocha. Which one of those husbands is more handsome? Which husband is more handsome? Double trouble. Yeah, that would be impossible to take care of, right? But look how I'm thinking. That is 100% brain power. Don't worry, guys. I will figure it out in a second. don't know what's going on. Mr. Dark Action. Don't do it. Don't do it. The good matches are coming. Yes, this is 0. This is 0. This is 0 is there, and I am the sexy observer. And I will check it between the breaks. Hello, Mr. Tapatim. Let's go for the second game between Jiraya and Banana and Strudel and El Torino. It's going to be on Vermeer. So let's get into it. So, spawning on the top left side of the map, we have Mr. El Torito. His opponent is Mr. El Strudel. His team partner is Mr. Strudel. And the opposite team is Mr. Banana and Mr. Jiraya. So we have Zerg and Protoss against Zerg and Protoss cross positions. Hey, Mr. Zerg boy, really? I think the pauses are really quick, to be honest. This was a little bit longer because I have some technical issues, but normally the breaks are extremely short. So we have an overpull from Jiraya, and we have a 9 pull from Strudel. El Torito is going for the 1 gateway and probably second one soon. The same things goes for Banana. So 9 pull will apply some pressure. It means that El Torito and Strudel will have the map control at least at the early stage of the game, because his Zerglings should arrive to Jiraya base when Jiraya will have only 4 links of his own. Actually, it's overpull, so Jiraya should have enough to defend it against Zerg. Let's see if he will have enough to defend it with against Zerg and Protoss together. However, Banana will also have double gateway, so he should be able to utilize the difference between the Zerg and between the Protoss. So it will be like Zerg versus Zerg. And you can see that Jiraya is moving out with those 4 links. So they're trying to bait Strudel to go for it probably. No, Jiraya will want to run by into the main base of El Torito. That's incredibly interesting play. Actually, no, he wanted. Yeah, that's probably what he wants to do. He wants to go for El Torito base. At the same time, he has a sunken, so he should be able to defend the aggression from both blue players. So those 4 links are there. I think that Torito is aware of that. At the same time, Banana is sending 5 Zealots. So this is a pretty powerful move. And look at that. This is a perfect timing to run by, and he will want to kill the pylon. I don't think it will work. Going for the props will be probably better. What about speed? It just kicked in, I feel like. Yes, it just kicked in. But Jiraya has to be careful because the powerful attack is incoming. Pretty powerful attack is incoming. However, they want to target fire the Spire. The Spire was cancelled. So it was a lot of time saved thanks to the good cancel. And the second sunken should allow Jiraya to save it. So beautiful hold from his side. Even both sunkens lived, so... But that was a nice aggression, I would say, because they bought themselves some additional time for the Spire to apply more pressure. We can see Banana 3 gateways and just going for this... Oh, but Banana was able to actually almost kill the Protoss player. Look at the amount of props, it's 10 to 17. So very nicely done by Banana. And Jiraya coming here to help. El Torito is struggling to save the probes. He's fighting as good as he can. This Pylon is helping a lot, but he's losing almost every single probe. Soon he will have only 3 and 1 probe left and no money to... So 1 probe left for the Protoss. A GG from Strudel, and Jiraya and Banana are taking the second game, which means that they will go and face Jiraya, and Banana will face Jiren and Ultra. Let me just update the results. So Banana and Jiraya against Jiren and Ultra will be a match which I'm really waiting for. As you can see over here, it's going to be maybe even tomorrow, probably tomorrow, yeah, it's going to be tomorrow, so that's very interesting. So now the next match coming for us is going to be Dark and Omniman versus TT1 and Kenzie. So that's very interesting. And the map will be Kiseris. So let me tell you something more about them. So Dark and Omniman, they are both Bolivian players. TT1 is from Canada and Kenzie is from France. So Kenzie is a Zerg player who is playing Protoss versus Zerg, but recently in BSL 1 versus 1 he was playing, I think, all the Zerg. TT1 is a Protoss user, very good Protoss user, old school legendary Protoss user. Dark is a very good Protoss player who he also qualified for a couple seasons of BSL ProLeague. And I don't know too much about Omniman, but I learned about 2 versus 2 that you should usually not judge the players by the fact that they don't play 1 versus 1, because someone can be incredibly good in 2 versus 2 and not playing 1 versus 1. This is what I'm saying. So I will go for the short break, guys, try to figure it out, watch this with my keyboard, and I will be back in like 5 minutes for Kenzie, NTT1 versus Dark and Omniman match. So don't go anywhere. Omniman and Dark. Okay. On the top left side of the map, we are having Omniman from Bolivia. And on the 6 o'clock position, his team partner is Dark. We are having blue. He's a blue Protoss on the bottom right side of the map, and their opponents is TT1 on the 12 o'clock of the map as a Protoss, and as of that we are having Kenzie on the 6 o'clock of the map. So map is key series red versus blue. So we have overpull from Mr. Kenzie against 12 pull from Omniman. TT1 is very annoying with his probe. You can see 500 APM. Zerg Protoss against Zerg Protoss, so it will be double gate from the Protosses and some links from the Zergs. However, the overpull difference will give Kenzie advantage to gain some initiative in the map. There will be one more drone from Omniman, so he needs to be careful to not lose the drone to the probe, because then the entire difference of his build order will be gone. And he also will have opportunity to place a hatchery faster than Kenzie, but I assume Kenzie will go for a fast layer. Yeah, he's going for the fast layer after a fast 6 links. Dark nicely spotted it. Dark is very good player, 1 versus 1 player, so it's nice to see him here in 2 versus 2. And we have also layer from Omniman, but it will be lower than Kenzie's. However, he will have a hatchery, so it's not too bad for him. This time, because usually when I'm playing against Kenzie and TT1, I mostly TT1 with someone on ShieldBattery. TT1 is very aggressive, but on this game it looks like he's playing a little bit more defensively. However, now he's leaving the base. You can see that Dark will try to apply some pressure on Kenzie. Nice probe micro. Speed link for Kenzie just kicked in, so he will be able to... Nice micro from Kenzie, saving this one link very nicely. Mr. Creative.
Tip $7.50. Wow, I just had to take a short break from the stream and just got back. And guess what map it is? It's Keysirus, of course. Are you sure you played other maps in the meanwhile?
No other maps in the meanwhile, Mr. Hayfield. Thank you for the tip. Yeah, this is Keysirus Mania. You're right. So we can see some pressure being applied by TT1. Ooh, killing one probe and forcing the pull. They wanted to trap the Dark in his main base. What I mean is they wanted to bring all the zealots to the mineral line where Mackenzie would be able to run by. Nice micro from Dark, but it's very annoying, this one zealot. At the same time, the Spire is on the way, and the Mutas are on the way already from Kenzie. TT1 gave him 2 zeros to defend him. And we can see Citadel of Adun from TT1. So it looks like he don't have defense against Mutas beside Kenzie Mutas. And Omniman has significant amount of drones, like it's 15 already. Kenzie is applying pressure on Dark. Very nice Scourges. Dark is not building goons. This Dilot from TT1 is still alive. That's incredible. He killed additional probe. The probes are being evacuated. At the same time, Omniman will want to counterattack Kenzie, so he will come back to his base. Let's see what will be the counterattack. He's killing some drones. It's 5 Mutas. What will be the micro against Scourges? Ooh, very nice hits from Kenzie. It will be close. But it looks like Omniman will be able to take this battle, which means that Kenzie might be out. He don't have money. Oh, he has still some drones. But there will be Dark Templars from TT1. However, the great timing of the cannon in the main base, and Omnimite will be able to kill all the drones from Kenzie. In the meantime, TT1 was able to take the expansion. Dark is losing all the zealots over here. Scourges on top of the Overlord, but the cannon... Actually, cannon didn't survive, but there is still one more Observer. But are there any units to save the Observer? It looks like TT1 is dealing the critical damage over here, however the Mutas are there to support it. So... It looks like TT1 will have 2 versus 1 right now. Kenzie has no drones, Kenzie has no money for the drones. So the only unit he has is this one lonely Mutalisk. 2 supplies, as you can see. No pylon powering. This pylon is out of range of this cannon somehow. Kenzie, Sankens are still alive. I guess we shouldn't forget about it. They can kill the hatchery and the spire and spawning pool and leave the Sankens, and TT1 can expo here. I guess they don't know whether Kenzie is alive or not. Now they will confirm it. Ish. But TT1 already has expansion, which is a huge advantage. He's playing against 3 Hatch Zerg from the main base, and the Protoss who has significant amount of, like, it's 20 probes compared to TT1 who has 48. It's not that much, but not that many, but still. It's good that for Kenzie that he is able to scout with this Muta, and he's buying some time, that because those Mutas could like apply some pressure on TT1, but they are like wasting time over here, so that's definitely very good for Kenzie. This Muta is still annoying. Probably that's why Omniman wants to kill him. But all the Mutas are here. I don't think that's a good idea. On the other hand, Kenzie is giving some scouting to TT1, so maybe Maybe they don't want to allow him to use this muta. Or gateways from Dark, so he will want to play PvP from one base. And maybe Zerg will be able to make enough difference to win this engagement. He's taking the base over here. Only 2 Sunkens are left for Kenzie. TTY will want to apply pressure. This is Observer. That Kenzie thought it's Dark Templar, but very nice eye to be able to see that. And they decided to keep Mr. TT1, keep Mr. Kenzie alive. Ooh, nice Maelstrom! Foo, 4 mutas, just like that. Foo! And couple more mutas. Oh my god, all the mutas are dead. Beautifully done. 15 kills. There will be one more Maelstrom soon. TT1 with 48 probes. Already he has 6 gateways. There are some Hydras, but there will be Maelstormed, probably, if not split that well. I really like that he's cutting the reinforcements off with the Hydras. Nice Maelstorm over here. The cannons are dealing a lot of damage, so it might be not that obvious defense. Not that obvious kill of the Dark. Dark is holding strong. It looks like TT1 has significant advantage. Look at the supplies, guys, but the blue team is holding very strong. Beautiful probe drill from the Dark. Some mutas are arriving, and it looks like they will be able to hold it, right? The mutas are able to tank a lot of damage. And there are some flanking Hydras. But TT1 with nice micro. At the same time, he's taking the third base. Zerg is taking the expansion over here. Dark still has some probes to be able to produce zealots at least. Those are speedlots with +1 upgrades. Kenzie is still alive, protecting the 6 o'clock base for TT1 if he would want to expand there. Yeah, I also like those 2 versus 1. This is the way we won plenty of games with Mish when we was playing 2 versus 2 together. Like, I was surviving long enough so he would be able to win with both of them. Here, Dark is aware, okay, I just need to survive. We still have a shot. We are 2 races. We might use our benefits on our favor. Maybe some reverse harassment with mutas. Maybe some lurkers with the storms. Let's see. But TT1 is aware, okay, my only job right now is to not allow any of them to have expansion, and I'm good because I have 3 bases. They both have 2 bases. So I should be good to go if I will not allow them to take the base. So that's very nice execution from TT1, and he's doing exactly that. At the same time, Dark want to apply some pressure here, but there are plenty of units and cannons from TT1. So it looks like TT1 will be able to take this game 1 versus 2. It's not 1 versus 2 because Kenzie helped a bunch, but still, very nice performance from our Canadian Protoss. Snipe on the High Templar. And the Rebu. There are no lurkers from Omniman. He's having this evolution chamber for a while. So no, but no upgrades as well. Those cannons are dealing some damage, but the amount of units from TT1 is just significantly bigger, and he has such a huge advantage that though even this high ground advantage will not help. Maybe this river will be able to deal a lot of damage, but I don't see a way Omniman winning this game, even if Dark could kill this entire army. We had a speed shuttle, so he had a plan to go for some kind of a harassment on one base. I like this choice from the Dark. That would be a good way to try to come back to the game. However, we can see a lot of cannons from Kenzie, so all his bases are well defended against the against the possible harassment. Nice target fire, however the number of units from TT1 and his macro is just too big. Omniman is trying to fight it out, but GG, we're having 1-0 victory for our red team in this situation. Let's go for battle. So the second map, second game will be on Fighting Spirit. So let's get to the second game between TT1 and Kenzie and Dark and Omniman. So spawning on the top right location, we are having Dark, who is apparently playing random because this time he's playing Terran. And his team partner on the bottom left side of the map, we are having Omniman. And their opponents on the top left side of the map, we are having TT1. And on the bottom right side of the map, we are having Kenzie. So this time Terran and Zerg. Very, very interesting, and we can see some crazy build order already. This STV will be barracks, 8 racks in the middle. We can see that it's only 6 STVs here, 7 here, and 8 here to place the barracks in the middle. But yeah, there will be 9 pull from Omniman as well. But we can see 3 drones trying to mine from this mineral pad. This is some lost mining time, definitely. So it will be a little bit slower 9 pull. You can see it should be done around 1.6, 1.5 seconds. So it's couple seconds later. But it's not that big of a deal, let's say. So we have a 9 pull. We have an over pull from Kenzie. And 1 gateway from TT1 so far at least. But now TT1 is aware, okay, something is happening. Crisis mode, alerts, something is going on. Where is the barracks? It's impossible that he forgot about it. Dark is too good for it. He's in the same team as Flash. Now we will have 9 pull against overpull. And the Marines are in production. And we can see Ford from TT1, so he's aware that that's what's probably happening. We don't see barracks here, so they need to be in the middle of the map or somewhere. Mr. Hysa!
Hiss up Nars, tipped $10. Love BSL to V2. Great castings 0. Thanks Han for all the work and thanks to the ShieldBattery team as well.
Exactly, great donation. Thank you, Mr. Heisap. Huge thanks to Mr. Foxhan for his incredible job. Huge thanks to ShieldBattery for putting all the work into the ShieldBattery. And yeah, nicely done, guys. Thank you very much for the donation, Mr. Heisap. So the aggression is real, but the cannon is here, and I'm rhyming like crazy, but TT1 is leaving like crazy, not even one zealot will fall. All the aggression is done. This wall is not tight, so it means that probably double pylon even from TT1, so he's like, you're not mining minerals, you have 14 SCVs but not mining minerals. The SCVs are very strong, but we will have some help from Omniman. The SCVs are very strong. Kenzie is aware that with that amount of SCVs, with one supply, Dark will not be able to produce any units. Nice hold from Dark. Nice defense with the SCVs. With the help of Omniman, who is going for two hatch links, but there will be fast fire from Kenzie. But Kenzie is still being able to apply a lot of pressure on Dark, and those pylons are not disrupting the good drills. But those links should be able to save Dark right now, but not before the additional SCV is falling. And Kenzie with the good timing on the Spire. TT1 closing him over here, so no more support for your team partner. But those two links are pretty powerful. However, this barrack will not be able to make a tight wall. I think you need to place a supply here, and supply here. However, it might be untied here, so I'm not too certain. I'm not a Terran expert. You can definitely put a line of the supply depots here, and it will be tight, but let's be serious, guys. GG! We have a win from TT1 and Kenzie. Congratulations! They are advancing to the next match, as you can see over here. I will update it in a second. And they will play against Zergboy and Andy, and that means that Dark and Omniman will play against SCP Force and October Zerg. So nicely done. So SCP Force and October Zerg are definitely very strong team as well. So let's see. The first map in the loser bracket, as you can see, is Fighting Spirit over here. So let me just create the right overlays. Okay, guys. So it looks like we are ready. We are ready to get into the first match in the loser bracket between SCV Force and October Zerg, and they will face Dark and Omniman. So let's go and let's switch our scene to the game, because I can't wait for those matches. Let's see I seen incredible matches from SCV Force and October Zerg in the previous casts, so I'm very hyped for it. Let's see what they will bring for us today. Okay, on the top right location we have very experienced Protoss player. This is Mr. Dark and his team partner. On the bottom right side of the map, this is Omniman. And on the opposite side of the map, we are having Red Zerg player on the left, bottom left. This is Mr. October Zerg. And on the top left position of the map, as a Terran, we are having Mr. Seal Force. So SCV Force playing Terran. I faced him in the ladder not that time ago, and he's a good Terran. He's a good macro Terran. Mr. October is playing in the BSL. He played in the BSL ProLeague a couple times. I think he's playing in ProLeague as well. So he's a very experienced Zerg. He was a legendary Zerg back in the days, very experienced one. So I know him the most from all those four as a 1 versus 1 player, because I remember from the days when I was active, from like time 2005 2010. From those years, he was one of the best Zergs. We have Mr. Foxhan, our amazing admin over here and organizer. We thanked him a couple of times today, but we can thank him again. We even had a donation, which helped him, which thanked him. So let's see what we have. We have 12 pull from Omniman. This looks like a 12 pull as well, but faster. However, the hatchery timing is relatively similar, and the gas from Omniman is very, very fast. We will see the Marines and Medic option. However, this is a position where you can add the supply depot here and you have a tight wall, so Terran has an option to go for the Goliaths as well. So October Zerg as a Zerg, facing Protoss and Zerg at the beginning. His main duty is to survive the early aggression. And we can see that Protoss is already sending, Dark is already sending Zealots towards October Zerg, because they want to close him, they want to build a wall with Zealots over here and then try to take care of the Terran. However, we can see that SCV Force is trying to send the first Marine over here to help him defend. But October Zerg very patiently. That's some. Maybe he went for some kind of a faster build, because he has a significant amount of links for now. But he needs to be careful. He saved the link. He saved the Marine, but now he's zoned out the links. So now the Marine will be here to help with the sunken. So this is a very nice defense by October Zerg. There is no option that they will be able to break it. And this sunken is not allowing for walling over here, so that's very, very good job by Mr. October Zerg. At the same time, we have a Spire attack from Omniman. So very fast Spire attack. And medics from SCV Force. No cannons this time for the Zerg and Protoss team, so Zerg will be able to defend himself. There are 2 cannons over here, but this is not a tight wall. Oh my god, Dark has to be careful. This is a crucial mistake. He's pulling the probes, but there's cannon, at least one cannon will die for sure. The second cannon will die soon. There is no more zealots, so almost all the probes are dying from Dark. There will be some reinforcing links coming over here, but it will be very, very hard for Dark to hold on this position. He will need a cannon here. The zealot position is nice. The probe drill, the probe control is very, very nice. Look at that. All the links are dying, but at the same time, the Marines are arriving, and I don't think even this cannon will be able to save him. Would be able to save him against this Marine army. And we can see Dark is escaping with the probes, but Omniman will have Mutas right now, and let's see what he will be able to do with the Mutas. We will have spores on time, so Mr. Jonek is here. Welcome, welcome, Mr. Jonek. How is your health today, man? Terran and Zerg power. Dark is leaving the base, but who is left? I don't think there is. Yeah, Omniman is now leaving the base, so we have a 1-0 lead for October Zerg and SCV Force. Let me show you the bracket, guys, how it looks like. So winner of this match will play against Newbish and Hysup. Oh, I need to update one more thing, because Mr. Banana and Jiraya, they already won against Strudel and El Torito. So they will play against Jiren and Ultra, as you can see. So now we are waiting to find out who will be our top 8 teams in the tournament. So like half of the teams will be eliminated. We need to remember that Dark is the player who is playing random. So for him, he needs to be very, very experienced player in order to be able to know how to play with every single race. So our next map is going to be Allegro. So let's get into that. So on the top left location, we are having Dark as a Terran and his team partner Omniman as a Zerg in the bottom left. On the opposite side, we are having SCV Force on the bottom right and October Zerg on the top right location. So we have Terran and Zerg versus Terran and Zerg. So usually as a Zerg, you want to be in the position where you are able to have a creep close to the entrance, but none of the Zerg have this option, so the hatchery will be necessary for everyone. This single Zerg over here. We are seeing SCV Force going for early scouting with the SCV, because Dark is playing Terran, is playing random, so they don't know who they are facing, what teams they are facing. So that's a bad side, because usually the 2 versus 2 is very like relying heavily on the openings, and if you don't know who are you playing against, you need to go for the bigger percentages, and it sometimes can be misguided. As you can see, for example, Omniman was able to go for the 12 pull, where October Zerg had to go for 9 pull. It's not necessarily has to mean that it's the terrible for 9 puller, but in Zerg Terran, usually 12 pull can defend against 9 pull, and there will be some support from the wins, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. On the other hand, with the 9 pull, you can apply some pressure on the Terran, but you can see that Dark will be able to have a tight wall in, but will one supply depot be enough here? I think this is like one supply depot. Maybe I'm blind, guys. Maybe it's place for the factory, actually. We can see that Dark is waiting for the gas for the factory, so yeah, this will be a fact. And for the fact, it will be a fact that he will have a tight wall. Nice catch from Octoberzerk, killing the scouting STV. This is a tight wall as well from the STV force. Nice gas block. However, Octoberzerk is not going for attack himself, so this will be not that big of a deal for the Zerg. And again, nicely done by SCV Force, cancelling for a while longer. At the same time, Dark holding this defense very nicely. This is the flash SCV. Called from Dark. And Octoberzerk, surprisingly, he's not going for Amitech. He barely wants to go for mass links, probably because his team partner is going for Goliaths. However, we can see that it will be free hatch from Omniman, and Omniman droned up, I don't want to say like crazy, but compared to the Octoberzerk, he has 30% drones more. Let's see what will be the micro of Dark. You can out-micro the Marines. As you can see, the range of the Vulture is bigger than the Marines, and he will be able to take both of them, so that's definitely very worthy. Octoberzerk was expecting that maybe the factory is lifted, but Dark is very aware of that, and there will be free fact from his side. Now the Vulture was intercepted with the links, and Octoberzerk is going for the lair himself. However, now the free hatch mass links will be pretty dangerous with the free fact Goliaths. There will be a third fact from SCV Force as well. Very similar strategies from both teams. We can see the number of drones is significantly bigger for Omniman. However, he's not teching behind it. So he's only going for mass links. In theory, he should have more, but practically he spent a lot of larvas on drones as well. So at this point, when the third hatchery didn't like give the fruits of the benefits, it not necessarily has to mean that he has more links. Oh, but October is like going for beautiful counter attack. But on the other hand, how will he defend in his own main base? Okay, so we will have Zergs eliminating each other. October is like trying to escape with the drones. Both players are actually. So we have a similar drone number. But somehow Omniman is able to defend beautifully over here. And with the drones, he will be able to clear the links, so beautifully done by Omniman. Great job, and he will be able to save all the drones. Octoberzerk is struggling to defend right now. Maybe I will switch the colors, so we will see how it looks like. The Goliaths are coming here to save Octoberzerk. Those Goliaths should be able to clear the links if they will be not immediately surrounded. But look at this power force from Dark. However, this high ground advantage should be good enough, so I really like how SCV Force was able to help his team partner. Ooh, nice usage of a creep over here. I really like that from Omniman. But now STV Force needs to be careful because this is pretty powerful army going towards... Ooh, and he might be trapped over here. Oh, he decided to give up the life of those Goliaths. Nope. Actually not, so he should be able to survive it with the wall-in. Berserk is rebuilding the spawning pool to be able to build additional sunkens. Omniman at the same time is droning up to 14 drones, but Dark is applying more pressure with the Goliaths. The blue team definitely have a advantage in the area, like they have a map control. Even with the low ground, the amount of Goliaths from Dark is incredibly big. The spawning pool is just done. Berserk is building the sunkens, but it's too late. He'll probably produce 6 more links from the main base, or maybe from this hatchery, hard to say. On the other hand, SCV Force is going for the counter-attack. Ideally, he would want to go and kill the Zerg and have 1 versus 1 against Terran, maybe. But Dark has a pretty big amount of Goliaths. Looks like he has advantage, and this sunken colony might be a savior. But actually, probably no. But with those links, it will be close, actually, guys. Very nice micro from SCV Force. Beautiful micro over here. He will be able to eliminate a lot of drones, but the help is coming and he will be able to save most of them. So it will be very hard job for SCV Force to be able to win the game against those 2 players where Dark is actually having more supplies than him, even at this moment. So it will be very hard situation for our Red Terran to hold it. However, he's going for the tanks already. Let's see if Mr. Omniman will allow. Dark is going for the road, but that's actually great defense from SCV Force, but they both will have expansion. Mr. Berserk is moving the overlords to the extractor, so he will be able to he will not give vision to his team partner. That's very good manner. You can see that even if Mr. SCV Force is killing the overlord to not give vision. So those tanks are pretty powerful. However, you can see that Zerg already was able to drone up. He's droning up heavily. And Dark will be able to close SCV Force over here, but I like that SCV Force is trying to do something with it, because Zerg is very behind in this situation. That's why Omniman is droning up very heavily, and he will go for the expansion. But you can see that Dark feels comfortable enough to take additional base. He's closing the Terran in his quarter of the map, let's call it. But the number of STVs is relatively similar. And sometimes one bad engagement in TVT might mean that you will be able to regain the disadvantage, like regain the advantage. And we are having GG, they rethought it, reconsidered the situation right now, and we are having 1-1 score. So definitely very interesting. Omniman and Dark are doing a beautiful comeback. Great game. Great game, guys. And our last match of today is going to be on the map Game Long. Let me just load up the map and the overlays, and we will be ready for the match. So guys, in order for you to know what's going on tomorrow, we will have Ziki versus Marvin, Ziki and Bonnie versus Madinio and Marvin. Actually, it will be Ziki versus Marvin and Bonnie versus Madinio, looking at how the matches were played previously. And Zergboy and Andy versus TT1 and Kenzie. We will also have Jiren and Ultra playing against Banana and Jiraya, and Newbish and Hysap playing against winner of this particular match. We have a 1-1 score, Dark and Omniman versus SCV Force and Octoberzerg. So let's get to the last match of today and decide who will be the 8th team to advance to the top 8 of BSL 2 vs 2 Pro League. Okidoki. Spawning on the top left location, we are having Mr. Octoberzerg and his team partner. On the top right side of the map, we are having Mr. STV Force and their opponents. On the bottom right side of the map, we are having Mr. Dark. His team partner, we are having Mr. Omniman. On the bottom left side of the map. So that's ZP against ZT. Dark is playing random, so obviously Octoberzerg and SCV Force don't know what kind of race is that, and I wonder how the strategy choice as a random team, like that team which has a random in their crew, operates or changes. Depends if we have Zerg and Protoss and Zerg and random Protoss. If the Zerg and random Protoss team plays something differently, is there some additional mind game into this? Okay, so Octoberzerg are going for overpull, and we'll have 12 pull from Omniman. CV4 is going for a wall-in. And now they know that this is a Protoss, so they know what's going on. 12 pull is here and fast gas from our Zerg player from the Protoss team. Let's call it Protoss and Terran team. And this time this will be barracks, double barracks, so Marines and Medics from SCV Force. Nice probe harassment from Dark, almost killing this SCV. Omniman is going for the hatchery on the cliff. The same thing goes for the Octoberzerg, but he decided to go for the hatchery first and then for the extract. So the reason why he's doing that, because he wants to have a faster larvas, because he will be the target of the first initial aggression in this matchup, because Zerg and Protoss will be able to apply some pressure with the Lynx and with the Zealots. The Zerg will probably have to hold on his own, so he will want to have this faster larvas and faster creep on the cliff, so he will be able to make a sunken over here. So that's the reason of going for the hatchery before the extractor. We are seeing I think this is Octoberzerg Lynx, yeah, he's going for the backstab move, and he will not allow those two Zealots to move out from the base, so those two Lynx are heroes. At the same time, SCV Force is moving out with the Marines, probably to send some help to his team partner. The Academy is almost done, and they're going for Omniman. He has a healthy amount of drones. And it looks like Octoberzerg is safe. There was no aggression from Zerg and Protoss team this time. But probably, like, maybe they skipped aggression in order to skip the cannons in the Zerg base, because Zerg was able to go for the later tech. Usually it's like 9 pull from the Zerg Protoss team, and they are going for fast layer, and Protoss is cannoning to defend the Zerg, who is going for ultra fast mutas. But this time Zerg will try to defend himself, and that's also an option. We are seeing a lot of Marines, a lot of bio going from SCV4s. Oh, nice counterattack from October there again. He is an expert in doing those excellent counterattacks. Almost killing a drone. Nice pull from Omniman. At the same time, Dark is applying some pressure on October deck, but it looks like this is enough. 5 links ended the... Oh, but actually, that was a nice micro from Dark, eliminating links and like ran by, but those zealots are dead. Nice micro from October deck as well. But there will be some counters, so that was probably the reasoning behind the Dark idea of running by, that he will pull all the links over here and the links from Omniman will run by over here. But at the same time, the Sunken, only one Sunken is done here, but Octoberzek is having a hard time surviving this link aggression from Omniman. CV Force is going for this one Sunken. I think this is a good call. The medics are strong. Oh, very nice drone drill. But the medics are too strong, it looks like, but it will be still defended. Octoberzek was managed to save his own main base, but Dark is applying more and more pressure at the same time. With those pre-zealots, but there will be rebuild. Sunken and Octoberzek is trying to finish the Zerg because he was not mining, he was fighting with the drones, so he don't have money to build more links. So Mr. Octoberzek is sending more army towards him, or he is trying to defend at the same time. Over here this will be very very close because those zealots are pretty powerful, however the Sunken will be there on time. And that was a very very intense beginning of the game. But it looks like Omniman will be eliminated. He's trying to save his drones, so maybe with the help from Dark, they will be able to defend it. There will be a couple of wins, only 7 wins and 1 medic, so you can even snipe the medic with the goons. And more links coming from Octoberzek, so all those drones will be grabbed dead. So looking, because we will have reinforcements from Dark. Ooh, nice bunker over here. This is what Jonak loves to do. And Octoberzek is aware what's going on. If I will kill this hatchery, Zerg will have no income, so it doesn't matter what's coming over here. But on the other hand, why not kill a couple of Protoss units for free, right? Those drones are helping a lot. But now Dark will have a hard time leaving his base, however he will have a river. But rivers are sometimes stupid. When you are trying to shoot with the river to the low ground units, it will be... sometimes then can be stupid, and instead of shooting they are going forward. However, with the range for the goons, yeah, he should be able to range this bunker, but there is a range for the Marines as well, and bunker is adding additional range to the Marines, so it would be better for Dark to shoot all goons at once. Nicely done, he was able to eliminate this bunker. As you can see, the river is stupid, but we will have EMP raid, plus 1 weapon, a lot of bio. October is like droned up, he will go for the lair. So they feel very very good in the situation where they are, and Dark knows that he has to do something, that's why he's going for the speed. And I really like this choice. Very nice micro from STV Force. He pretended that he's going for the shuttle, Dark escaped, and he went for the river. Beautifully done, and the moment when he moved, it was right at the moment when River shoot to the turret, so the second shot was not ready, so that was very nicely done. But I really like the scouting links from Oktoberzerg showing all the map. But the River is a powerful unit, nice EMP over here, and he was even able to save the shuttle, so very nice defense, very nice micro from Dark. But this time we'll have a hard time. Protoss will have a hard time dealing with this time. The speed for the shuttle will be done soon. What about Spire timing? But there are a couple of Marines to defend against the river. I really like this move. And as you can see, those things like shadow moving, or I don't know how to say, stalking the shuttle. And the shuttle is gone. There will be 2 cannons left. There are a lot of goons from Dark actually. Maybe he's going for Citadel of Adun and speed goons, so this will be his idea of leaving his position. Oh, the river is strong. You can see both red team players decides to go for the expansion. Maybe they are thinking like, okay, if he will be able to kill one of us, then 24 kills, then second of us will have expansion to win 1 versus 1 against him. I really like that SCB Force decided not to switch into the math only. He's going for double pack, but still producing Marines to not relieve the pressure, to not lose the tempo. And we can see that Dark is trying to leave the base, but there are 4 times, there are 3 bunkers with the steam. The firepower from the Terran is just too powerful. The goons are weakened by the tanks, and GG. We are having Oktoberzerg and STV Force advancing for tomorrow matches and advancing to the top 8 of BSL 2 vs 2 Pro League. So very nicely done. Very good game. Very nice aggression at the beginning. It turned out that the Oktoberzerg and STV Force team was a little bit stronger. Let me just edit the scores for a little bit. Okay, guys. Mr. Jonek, I will go and check out how the girls are going, but probably I will be able to do it. It's nicely done. Very nicely done. So this is our bracket, guys. So tomorrow we will have Ziki and Bonnie playing against Madinio and Marvin, Zergboy and Andy playing against TT1 and Kenzie, Jiren and Ultra playing against Banana and Jiraya, and Harisap and Newbish playing against Oktoberzerg and CV Force. So those are the 8 teams that were able to advance to the top 8 of BSL 2 vs 2 Pro League Season 1, and I already see that those matches will be extremely nice, because I know most of those players, and I know that there are either very good 1 vs 1 players or dedicated 2 vs 2 players. So That's very, very nice. And I'm very, very happy that we will have that level of matches tomorrow. So please be there. Tomorrow it will be exactly in 21 hours, guys. So be there and hope everything will go better than today, because we will have our professional caster. Mr. Seriosity will be casting tomorrow. Maybe we will find him some even more professional co-caster. So that's very, very interesting. And I think this is it for today, guys. I hope that you will be there tomorrow, because we want to show our appreciation to Trovo for supporting BSL, 2 versus 2. So huge thanks to Trovo for wanting to have us here and for giving the $1,000 for the prize pool. And also huge thanks to Foxhan, Mr. Foxhan, who is the organizer of this, and without him we wouldn't have this tournament. So whenever you will have opportunity to thank him, go and do it. And huge thanks to ShieldBattery guys, who are enabling us to have 2 versus 2 ladder over there, and map pool, which was dedicated to the ladder, as well as for just making ShieldBattery, because this is great. And yeah, huge thanks to all of you guys who've been watching. Huge thanks to our amazing Patreons and donators. If you haven't signed up for the Patreon for BSL and you don't know, BSL is my full-time job. I'm trying to take care of StarCraft community. In February, I gave myself a year in order to check if I will be able to support myself from it. This is half a year from now. I already organized BSL Season 14, BSL Races Championships, BSL Season 15, which was the biggest one. I organized some old school show matches like Sen versus Legionnaire, Dimaga versus Brad Ock. And now this event is the additional event as well, which wouldn't be there if I would be working normally. So if you haven't signed up for the Patreon, I will appreciate if you will do it. And if you can't, you can just watch and it will be still fine. So thank you very much guys for watching. It was a pleasure to cast it for you today. To be honest, my voice is not used to it, but sometimes it's nice to speak English for a while, so you will not, so I'm getting used to it, and I hope it wasn't too bad. If you haven't, you can join Discord of BSL and give me feedback about the cast. So thank you very much guys, congratulations to the players who advanced, and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.